Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Iron Panther Presents. We're heading back to New York City as we discuss Godfather of Harlem, season 4, much like Power, episodes 1 and 2, and the introduction of Frank Lucas, previously played by Denzel Washington, the Oscar-winning actor. Let's see if this guy can hold up. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channels. You can like on the video, comment on the video, share the video. How many more seasons does this show have? I'm still asking myself that question. Anyway, let's get to it. Oh, wait. I got to do it now. Wait. This is going to be funny. Wait. You ready? Wait. I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Hello, we are back in 1965. We are seeing post the murder of Malcolm X and how this has greatly impacted Bumpy. And now he's a new man who doesn't want to destroy his community with the heron. But Rock does. The Doogie, excuse me. But apparently still in New York City, as we see in Power Book, the Doogie. Anyway, but I love the fact he's trying to be a positive criminal or whatever. But anyway, we got Frank Lucas. Frank Lucas is introduced, young, up and coming gangster. But Kim, what do you think of the first 2 episodes?
I don't know. This show needs to be over. I'm sorry. I just am like. I mean, they're bringing it to. I mean, Frank Lucas. Yeah, I actually like the character, the guy who's playing Frank Lucas, from How to Get Away with Murder or whatever. But I feel like I don't know. Like Forrest Whitaker can barely walk. Poor man. I don't know. Did you see the way he was walking? Am I crazy? Like he's 62 years old and he walks like he's 98, and I'm like, clearly something is happening with this man. So I'm like. Why don't we just have him sit down in his scenes, right? Because it's like he got gout or something, like his feet hurt, and I'm feeling bad. Because I mean, there was a couple of years there where Forrest Whitaker was like super skinny because he was a vegetarian. He had he was looking fabulous, right? And then now all of a sudden it's like, what's going on, right? But that's the weird part, and I know this is bad, but the guy who plays Chin.
Yeah.
Now he's lost all this weight.
Yeah.
He looks young. So it's like him and Forrest Whitaker swap places.
Changed roles, right?
Yeah.
They said change bodies.
Exactly. So I'm like, I don't know.
Well, one of them can be skinny at a time. It's in the contract.
Maybe. It's like, I feel like this show was, you guys did notice that it was very repetitive between those two. I want to be in the business. No, I'm not going to let you in. Like every time we saw Chin and Bumpy together, they were saying the same lines over and over and over again. And I was like, why? Who did Tyler sneak in there and like start writing for the, like, what happened here? So I don't know. I'm just, I feel like they lost control of this show at some point, and it needs to just go ahead and go. But when I look at MGM Plus now, it does say when it started, I think it was 2021, and it says 2025. So that means that it's done. So I think this is the last season.
You apparently you hope.
Yeah.
let's say that.
Yeah.
Let's say. All right. Let's see. What's Jamani? What we got for the return of Bumpy?
Oh, so I guess we're not doing positives at all. All right.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, Kim has some things to get off her chest.
Oh, okay, my bad, Jamani. My bad. Sorry.
What you got, Jamani? Do you have positives?
Yeah. I would say the positive, what Kim was saying about the repetitive conversation, and me having been immersed in Italian culture, as I would say, right? That is spot on writing. You'll have the same conversations over and over and over again. And the biggest way to hurt them It's not like physical or whatever. It's just I don't want to have anything to do with you. Like that's the biggest insult in the world. Like to just remove yourself is like they cannot handle that. Like that is just so.
Is that your positive, Jamani?
Yeah, I it was very triggering to me. It was like I felt very much. I was like, I know exactly what Bumpy's going through. Like this is mine. This is just has nothing like in. No, this is yeah. That was very triggering for me. But as far as the pet peeve that I have is he's out of doogie. He's out of the drug business.
Yeah.
He's not at war with anybody, really.
Yeah.
Right? Where the hell's Margaret at? Why are we still seeing Elise, but not Margaret?
Yeah, that little girl, she got sent south. And
she doesn't give a shit about her actual daughter, but she cares about
just like David.
Boyfriend.
Damn it! we love them kids. There was 2 seasons. She went 2 seasons to be like, that's my daughter, that's my blood. You ain't taking my baby from me. And now she's like, I gotta get Omar back. I gotta get some Omar. Daddy, protect my baby. He didn't kill Malcolm, my other baby. No. It was the white man that did it. I was like, what are we doing right now? This shit.
I'm like, he got the way he got poked all up and everything. I was like, yo, he's gonna die of internal bleeding or something. Like this guard, like, yeah, I stopped it, but they're about to slit his throat. But you know, he has about 10 holes in his sternum and everything. Like,
it's cool. It's cool though. They're only flesh wounds. They can't take. I don't know if Dramani was going with that, but it was that was laughable. Like, anyway, positives. I'm sorry, positives. All right, so Frank, I love the introduction of Frank Lucas. We need to end this show. I 100% agree with Kim. Now that Malcolm is gone, and it was really Malcolm and Bumpy being the opposite sides of the same coin, trying to save Harlem their own way, and now one is gone. Like Bumpy is trying to honor him, as he said in season finale. So I like that they remembered that. But we need to go. They did bring the actor back for a couple of ghost images, which I pray he does more of, because to see him on that Tyler Perry show Ruthless is painful. To watch this great actor do that silly shit is painful after seeing him do Malcolm X. But like
if they switch, remember when they switched the 2 Malcolms? If they had Michael Ealy come in as he's doing right now, this show would have been gone.
Oh, done. It wouldn't even made it for 10 episodes. But again, I like Frank is up and coming. I still think he and Stella are going to be something. I feel like that's how they're going to rate. Like they're going to, like, these 2 new. Vincent is gone, right? Because he's doing like Daredevil and other shit. So like he's like, I'm out of here for a little bit, like he was in jail again. So Stella's now there, and I'm like, and now she's Queen Bee. So I feel like Frank is going to be the black side, and then somehow they're going to be frenemies, or maybe she loves that black dick, so maybe that's going to be a thing for a little bit, and then that's how he's on the come up. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing with these shows. This show, Raising Kanan, why is it that these people can never leave their dead lover families alone?
Wait. To Jukebox. To hear Teddy's mom come back, I was like, fuck me. Like, I felt like I was listening to Nicole's daddy. I was like, let this shit go. Like, seeing her just reminds me of Teddy. I'm like, I don't need to see her. I don't need to see Nicole's daddy. Let's move the fuck on. Like, what is she doing? Like, right? I was like, why is this happening? Why are you wasting our time with this? More Frank Lucas. Yes. More Frank Lucas. Whatever he's doing, whoever he's killing or stabbing or robbing or fucking, more Frank Lucas. Like, I need that. And he got the doogie. So now he's starting up with the doogie. All right, so he's gonna be I'm telling you, Stella's gonna be like, that's our guy. He's gonna get me back into Harlem. He's gonna be the one that's gonna ruin the streets again.
Well, I'm just hoping that Bumpy dies, like, because he did die. He had a massive heart attack and he died in a restaurant. So they let Forrest Whitaker, sit down in the booth the whole episode, and then he has a heart attack. and then now Frank Lucas becomes like the
Yes.
replacement,
Yes.
and then it goes off like the show just ends.
But we,
But that is until like 68.
Huh?
oh, he said we got about two more years. We got 2 more years because it's
Before he
66
dies?
right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
again, the show is relatively based on reality. You know what I'm saying? So they could do a time jump. I think it's been years in this first one, right? So they could speed this up a little bit. I want to see the new guy in the mink outfit right here or whatever. Like I want to see him dressed like Denzel Washington. Like I feel like I need to see that.
Well, no, that doesn't come till way after.
Yeah, that's way after. That's in the
I
70s.
want it though.
But-
I just for no reason.
But what I noticed is that this is like they must have seen Power and they were like, we want that for this show. Because it's like Bumpy is running a semi-legit business, right? Because it's still underground, but it's not drugs. So it's like the Truth nightclub, and
trying to get out the game.
Vincent is like Sterling and is like, I want a piece of this. And he's like, no, like Jamie St. Patrick was. I was like, this is Power all over again.
I would actually submit that he's Tommy, being like, you can't get out the game, bro. Like we are the game. Like you can't leave. He's like, no. I need to do something better. He's like, no. This is what we do. But
he's not. It's not that he wants him to get back into drugs. He wants a piece of the club. So that's why I said Sterling.
No, I hear you though. I like that idea. No, I hear you. Like the fact that Whoopi Goldberg is still in this thing. I'm like, wow, she must need them checks. Like I was surprised. I thought she would have moved on by now.
They film it in New York. She's in New York. She just walks down the street after The View.
She just pops in. Yeah.
Just puts on a wig that does some accounting stuff and just keeps it moving. I was like, it's an easy check. Chance and crew. I'm assuming at some point, Chance and Dale are going to end up working for Frank, which is the whole point of that. Like, hey, young punk.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Right. Like ultimately, they're going to be like, now you work for me. Like, yes, sir. You know that. So that should be episode 10, and then we move on. And
That's
like,
it.
Thank you. Like, and because stop. Like, yeah. Either way, Forrest Whitaker is the old dog. Either way, and like you said, like he ain't going hand to hand, with Frank. A much younger, hungrier, guy. And dude,
not Frank Lucas. Bumpy Johnson is the hungrier guy, and he will be going hand to mouth with that chicken bone, and that's what's going to take him out.
Well, to your point, they do make a point of focusing on that soul food restaurant. Where it'd be like, hey, we got everything here is authentic. If he dies eating smothered pork chops, which I grew up eating my mommy's smothered pork chops and rice, I was like, okay, this is legit. I mean, I hear you, but again, Elise's chase for Omar, I do not need. Mamie's chase for white, acknowledgement or where.
Does Mamie really know James Baldwin?
No,
she's just bullshitting.
No, she's just trying to. I don't know what she's trying to achieve, and I really don't give a fuck. All this needs to be off camera. All of it. Like Mamie's is unnecessary. Elise is a little bit more relevant because it's Malcolm related. But if the trial was going on, and that would be different. Like she was trying to influence the trial, and that's one thing. But that's over. These guys are going to be in jail for decades. Like, let this shit go. Like, we know how this story ends, and it ain't good. So go find your daughter. Go south and take care of that little girl. Fuck. Before she ends up on the streets. And you're going to be like, damn, how did I get here? You ain't being a parent. Neither one of them give a fuck. Mamie and Elise have given up on this daughter, right? Neither one of them have been like, oh, let's call Margaret. Hey, girl, how you doing? You got a boyfriend? Uh-oh. I was like, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out. So Vince, what we think about Stella's quickly evolution into the mastermind, mobster that she is now, and how quickly?
I always thought Stella was kind of smart. Like I never thought she was stupid, and I knew she was paying more attention to what was going on with her dad than her dad realized. So I never thought she was stupid. I knew that she was a spoiled brat, of course, but I think that she's coming into her own, and she's making good decisions for him. So, I mean, a lot of times these mobsters, they do have women who tell them what to do or help them. There's always a woman behind the man, right? just like what we see on what is that show we watch, Mobland or what is it?
Mobland has a wife.
Has
Even
the wife.
Bumpy has a wife. You know, like Chin just has a daughter. I mean, and that's
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because Mamie sometimes talks to
absolutely
to Bumpy about what's going on. So I think that that's who she's doing because the stepmom's dead. So and plus she was never any really help in at all anyway. She just hated, you know, the daughter, and she just, you know, she really was just conniving, just wanted the money anyway. So she didn't really care about the husband. So
well, also the daughter, their relationship was weird, and we were discussing. It was a little weird how obsessed he was with her. I mean, you know, what I'm saying it was a little bit unhealthy. But to the point of like speeding this stuff up, like her taking over the business, that should be closer to the end of the series. Like we're like, I see you now, right? Like you've been making all these moves behind my back. But again, maybe Vincent, the actor's like, hey, I got other commitments, so I need you to speed this shit up, because that should be her coming up, and then Frank coming up, and now they're the new generation, and then then Vincent and Bumpy can ride off into the sunset, whether alive or not alive. But the fact that the changing of the guard that quickly this early, it just seemed like a lot happening in 2 episodes of her manipulating the whole situation, and somehow she knew Bumpy would make a run at the doogie, and that was like the critical thing in this whole thing. Like I was like, what? Oh, it's like she a genius, like she a criminal genius. Until she ends up getting arrested, I guess. But she, does anybody know the historical background on her character, like her person? Like, is she real? Like this, does she come up in the family? I don't know.
I don't know.
Like how much of her is based on reality? Margaret is in the season. In the season trailer shows her going to school. School where? Like north or south? I'd be interested to know. And how old is she now?
And I'm like, this Joe Colombo, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he was in charge. He had Chin's spot while he was away. Now he has his own family. Like,
how did that happen?
Yeah, I'm like, and then the guy that was wearing the glasses that replaced the dead guy in real life, right?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we got to kill Bumpy, and I'm like, that's not that character. That's the character that likes Bumpy the most because they play chess together and everything. He wouldn't just be like, oh, well, let's just kill Bumpy.
Well, okay, I'm sorry. Maybe he replaced that character, or he's just another mobster in
no,
that
position? He replaced that
the actor
that played.
That's a whole. Well, that's a whole different thing, Jemani. I don't know about that. I thought because he doesn't look anything like the original guy, so I thought he was just another mobster that kind of took over then maybe that position in the family, council. That's what I thought. Also, the senator, he's also gone because he's doing 5,000 projects, so he got written off the show. So maybe he'll be. I can't pronounce his name.
Giancarlo Esposito.
There you go. Thank you, Jemani. Outstanding actor. So I hope maybe he makes an appearance later on, but I think they permanently wrote him off the show. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
That's what I'm telling you. This show is not. It's this over. Is this the last season?
Yeah, this has to be like. Are they gonna put us to a point where Bumpy has no choice but to go back to the doogie, which again will be repetitive. Like now it's him versus Frank. Like they're it's only one guy. He's gonna have to build a crew, but it's
not gonna be him against Frank unless they go totally against history, because it's Frank is his like underboss or second in command when he dies, and he just inherits essentially the organization.
Well, if he's with the doogie and Bumpy's not with the doogie, then there's gonna be something that happens. And I mean, again, maybe not a fight.
Well, you saw in the first episode, right? Which they just don't go back to anything from the first episode in the second episode, but you're not making the money that you used to with the doogie, right? And now it's aside from you not having the money that you had, but you now took out this big, what do you call it, loan or have collateral or what have you. I think that something is going to happen with that place. And he's going to end up having to cash in all his stuff, and he's going to need to get his money so that they don't take his apartment and
Yeah.
all his other buildings and stuff.
Yeah. Somehow that bill comes due and like he has to go back to drug dealing. And maybe Frank is how he does it, and therefore like he needs them at that point. So then they kind of team up because I mean Chin is already gone, so it's almost like he needed Chin, he needed Frank to take out Chin, but Chin was gone in an episode. So I mean like what is Frank doing now? You know, and that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't see a reason to keep on watching. I mean like this episode 2 didn't give me that. Oh my god, let's see where this goes. Like there's none of that. Like. You know, like Stella's in charge. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, she should have been murdered by everybody. I mean, this woman has fucked up so many men's lives. I mean, somebody should have shot her. Like Joe should have shot her. Fucking Vince Chin should have shot her. Like, I'm like, damn.
They have tried.
But she can't be stopped. Like I'm saying, like it's like also I think Teddy's mama should have killed her. Like with some smothered pork chops, like something. Like I don't know.
And why do they keep bringing her back? Not that I have anything against the lady, but it's like they keep going back to that well when it comes to Stella.
Nicole,
like to show how the other side of Stella, that she's she's sympathetic and she's still trying to make what happened to Teddy. She's still trying to right the wrong that with the mom. And it's like you've already done everything that you needed to do. Why are we still doing this?
Yes. I was almost when she asked how old I'm assuming her other son was. I forgot she even had another kid. I'm assuming that's
I didn't even know it either. Yeah.
I can't remember. And she's like, he's 18 now. I'm like, is she gonna get with the brother?
Like,
no,
I think she if anybody, she'll probably get with Frank Lucas.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, so I figure I could see them doing a spinoff on Frank Lucas. That would be awesome. I don't know if this guy could lead a show like that. I don't know. I mean, he was like a side character in How to Get Away with Murder. I mean, that would have to be some serious writing for the take off like that. But if that's what they were setting up, I mean, that would make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's a very, very compelling story. I mean, like Denzel was just awesome in it. And so to see like a series of his life and his rise and fall would be awesome. And that would it would be like a universe. If they're trying to be like stars, they could be like, oh, wait a minute, we start here and we build a dynasty of like drug dealers. And then they at least could. I mean, that would be something. But yeah, bro. I ain't got nothing to say. I
think in the beginning, Swiss Beats and Common had a good idea, right? Because this is their show. They had a good idea, and I think that it kind of just it's not ending well. Like, I'm sad. I feel like the story is just not really meshing the way it needs to mesh. Because like even in the part when Betty Shabazz was like in the courtroom, I don't know if that really happened where she was like yelling and stuff, but the way that she was like, she was front row when her husband died. She saw the faces of the men who killed her husband. Right? Now, understandably, you're not always the best witness because you're right there.
Yeah.
But in this story, they're saying that she knows without any doubt that those 3 men are the men that killed her husband, right? And it's like, then what, like 30 years later, after Betty's dead, and now it's like, no, those 3 men were not the men who actually killed him. Do you know what I'm saying? So
really?
Like, yeah. It was different. It was a set of 3 men, but it was different men. And those men did go to jail for the murder, but nobody's really talking about it. But I guess they talked about it maybe like in the earlier 2000s when the guys got out. But those were not the guys who actually killed Malcolm X. And it's like, so in this story, they're like, she's absolutely positive, and I'm like, we can't really say that. Like,
that's why this episode is like
different stories, I'm sorry, get your money. Go ahead.
Yeah,
that's why this is like they're spending so much time on it, because they had that documentary on Netflix back in, was it like around the time that this first came out in like 2019, 2020? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it was talking about how the CIA and the FBI conspired, and they're trying to inject all of that into this, but it's like you can only go but so far without flashing forward 50 to 60 years to validate what you're saying now. It's like all this is just going to be left out there and is not going to have any resolution as far as the show goes unless you say 60 years later this exoneration happened, the FBI files came out and all this.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So the reason, okay, so I'm starting to look up, like, okay, it's 1965. I'm trying 1966. Excuse me. I'm trying to look up what kind of historical events, because somehow Bumpy was involved in every major historical event, and that's how they try to push him around. So I was like, the Vietnam War escalates. Maybe that's when Frank. Maybe gonna do again. They're gonna hopefully do more Frank and him trying to build his heroin network and up, or at least getting started. I can't think of the first ATM is introduced. I don't think Frank is going to create the first ATM. So, like, I mean, what major events can is left for them to be like, okay, we need to make sure Frank was there when this black thing got done? I don't know. I really don't. And so what are we doing? Like, what's the law enforcement threat? Like last time it was, like they were trying to use Stella to take down her dad, but now Stella is in charge of the family, and like what happened to that storyline? So Joe gets out of jail, but what about the Cuban? Is he still in jail? And is he not doing Bad Boys 5? What's going on? Is he busy? I don't know. I mean, do we got some more Cuban shit going on? Maybe big black events. Let's look that up, guys. Big black events. Is that a thing? Black. Let's see. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I ain't got nothing to say because I don't know what's happening. Bullshit. Well, when did Martin Luther King die? When was he killed? When was Martin Luther King killed?
68.
Oh, so we got, okay. So they can still kill him. I mean, we got time. I mean, I guess, now that Malcolm is gone, maybe Martin Luther King steps up and like they kind of do that.
They say that I just on Google, as this is just as far as what Google says. The Black Panther movement, has a big uprising or big movement started in 1966.
Okay, so I'm assuming the men dressed all in black were supposed. I thought they were supposed to be Nation of Islam people. Maybe they were Black Panthers.
Yeah.
So that's why they came to the trial. So maybe those
are Black Panthers. Yeah.
All right. So maybe that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the Black Panthers and that thing. I guess. Yeah, I ain't got nothing. So maybe Black Panthers come. Then more. Either way, heroin is still gonna make a thing. 96 Black events, the rise of the Black Power movement. The founding of the Black. Yeah. So the Meredith March. It's Meredith March. Hughes uprising. All right, so Chicago Freedom Movement. Okay. First Black American cabinet member. Oh, really? Lyndon B. Johnson. Oh my God. The more you know. Hey, fuck it. No, seriously. The first presidential cabinet member, Lyndon B. Johnson, appointed a black man to HUD. Damn you, Trump. Damn it. He's like, hey, I ain't the first. I was like, oh shit. I was like, he's following in Lyndon B. Johnson's footsteps. Look at that. Race riots. It's always a race riot, but the Hugh uprising. I would like to see that. Okay. All right. So there's a few black things that can happen. Black Panthers will replace the Nation of Islam, and they're gonna make that a thing. So let's go with that.
And remember, doesn't matter where it happened in the world, it has to be basically Harlem, because the only time we've gone outside of Harlem was the Malcolm visit to Mecca.
Yes, which is all CGI. But yeah. I mean, but
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, come on, bro. They can't afford that shit. But they're like, hey, let's just change back. So maybe Black Panthers come to Harlem for some reason, trying to clean up the gambling and the whores. I don't know. And Bumpy's like, no, I got to make money somehow. Let's see how that works out. Elise's person that she cleaned up, was that the woman that she sat with in the back of the place or the mosque, right? And she was like, and she helped her really get clean. That was her, right?
Yeah.
So that was cool to see how she's helping others. Like that's a good arc for her. You know what I'm saying? She needed to be saved, and now she saved someone else. So that's awesome. Her praying with Omar at the same time, I guess, that's supposed to be a thing. I get it. I felt like I thought Joe was gonna die because he in real life, I mean, he's a real person, so I know I guess he wouldn't get killed. When he was walking all slow motion, like walking into the restaurant, I feel like if he wasn't a historical figure, like he would have been one killed like there, because Stella like set it all up. That's what I thought she was doing.
No, when they got rid of the not the bartender, but the waiter or whatever have you.
Yeah.
And I was like, is this the Godfather or is this the Sopranos? It was like,
they're all the same.
He died in 1978.
Oh, so yeah, he's gonna be around for a little bit. So all right. You know he died of? Or like was he shot or like natural causes?
Let's see. What happened? He was shot multiple times at an Italian American rally.
Imagine that. Damn.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was in 1971. And then later he died of cardiac arrest in 1978.
Oh, okay. So he did survive one assassination. And so all right. So everybody dies natural causes. These two big gangsters die of natural causes. I mean, damn.
He got shot at an Italian American rally. Be your own
yeah,
people.
and they said he was paralyzed from that and couldn't talk.
Be your people.
Yeah, he was paralyzed and couldn't communicate anymore. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's too bad. But I don't know. He looked like piece of shit anyway. But anyway, so Kingpin is back. Oh, he's always New York City based. Also, Vincent, I can't say his last name. But like Vincent, the actor, his character's named Vincent. Like I was like, damn, like you gotta be really Italian. And he's playing the gangster twice in New York City. Stereotypes. All right, guys, I ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, he's good at his job though. He's a
awesome,
good
man.
character actor.
He's so good. He's so good. For him to have to play second fiddle to Kevin Hart in that bullshit heist movie, I was like, bro, you're better than this. You are better.
I remember him from Law and Order?
Law and Order.
Yeah, he was on there for like 20 years, like.
Well, I don't know about that. Like,
it was a long time. Though.
It was a long time. It was Criminal Intent. It was long, and then like it was him and Peter North, and they would go back and forth. I like his episodes though. He was the best. Like he and old girl, they were the best. I would watch that again. And if for some reason did a reboot of a Law and Order, they need to bring that shit back because he was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was good. Yeah.
All right, Giovanni. Anything else before we get out of here? Because I don't know. This show needs to get better.
What? Frank Lucas is new in town, right? Like, there's a different, like, I know writing has like exposition, like you can't just show it. You have to have some sort of dialogue to explain it so you can shut us up, the commentators and reviewers and stuff. But this made no sense. I'm new in town. Some random woman, I'm just telling my whole business plan to.
Who?
When he had the heroin,
the doogie. He thought
and he's like, they're like, weren't you supposed to give that back? And he's like,
no, I'm gonna sell this. Okay, all right. We don't know. Maybe they had a long relationship off camera, and that's his go-to now.
He just got off the bus, and he got off the bus alone.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. But again,
he does bring his entire family. So
that's when he actually is established.
But I hear you, Jamani. I think they were trying to say this more to this story for those who don't know who he is, and I don't know. I hear you though. It was a bit much for him to be like, "Hello, random girl I probably just dropped last night. I'm gonna be the biggest goddamn drug dealer in New York City. I've already had one of those. No, I'm the next one." I was like, boom. I don't know. I hear you. I hear that was a bit much. Anything else?
As much as I like Stella, she really doesn't have a place here. She needs to go with her father wherever the fuck he's going, and just I don't know. Joe Colombo, he's just all of a sudden a boss, and he's a boss of what family? Like, did he just create a new family all on his own?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's the boss. Is Joseph Anthony Colombo Sr. was the boss of the Colombo crime family, one of the 5 families of the American Mafia in New York City.
But you got to understand that around this time is when they had those Senate hearings, and the guy comes up and says, "I'm a part of La Costa Nostra" and all this stuff. And whoever at that time was a boss, then that's what the family was called. You know, whether it's the Gambinos or the Columbos, Lucchese and all those or whatever, right? It's just who was at that particular time in the 60s. So the five families were around since the 20s and 30s. So I'm like, there wasn't a new family that was just invented in the 60s.
Somebody else's family. Whose family did he take over? That's what you're asking.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't think we're getting all that, Jamani. So we need to accept that he has his own family now, and just wait for him not to die, apparently, and see how this works out. I don't know what you want me to say. I'm sorry.
And we didn't even see the guy who's supposed to be, you know, the new face of the
Vince's crime family.
Yeah, you're going to be running stuff behind the scenes, Stella, but there's going to be a front guy. Who the hell is he?
I'm sure it's no one of importance. It sounded like one of his henchmen. That I'm sure that when we see him, we'll be like, oh yeah, that guy. But it's not. It's more important that Vincent leaves and that Stella's in charge with that wig she got on her head, and it's really getting on my nerve. Like I was like, that's a wig, and
of course it's a wig.
No, I mean not always. I'm just saying it look maybe because I'm watching on my TV, but it looked fake as fuck, dude. I'm like, what is on your head, girl? I was like, why am I irritated by this? But I am. I'm like, because her eyes.
I'm like, for it to be authentic, right? Maybe there's like, I don't know, back in that day, like the hair product and stuff probably had so much chemicals and toxicities. Like you just got to put a wig on. We can't reduplicate that.
Maybe, I don't know, but it was a lot of something going on her head, and I was like,
everybody had on everybody. Mamie has on a wig. The daughter has on. Elise has on a wig. Stella has on a wig. The mother of Teddy has on a wig.
Yeah, definitely got on a wig.
At that time,
Elise wig is the worst.
They actually did wear wigs in that time.
No. He said Elise's wig is the worst. I don't know why Stella's popped
Elise's
up.
Elise's wig is bad. Yeah, you're right. It's really bad.
Oh, okay. All right. I can't.
And Mamie's is not too good either. It's like, what is happening right now?
I know why we get off track. Oh, okay. Do we have any substantive to say? Jamani, you have anything for this with storyline or characters or some shit?
No, not as of right now. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys back here next week for who knows what.
Exactly. I don't even know. I'll know. Don't worry about it. Boop. All right, Kim, please say goodbye for us. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Chad. We truly appreciate each and every one of you joining the conversation. We are trying to reach 2,500 subscribers by June 2025. So please share the video with anyone and everything. We also need you to like the video along with share the video. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you watching the video to the very end. That does help us with our algorithm. So again, we'll see you next weekend with some more great videos. Thank you guys. Bye.
Thanks, Kim. Yes, we will be back Saturday and Sunday. We got Power, we got Godfather of Harlem, Beyond the Gates. Stacy's gonna do Beyond the Gates with me. Then we're gonna do some Tubi stuff. I don't know which one though. But I know Marcus Atkins, he sent me some recommendations. So I'll look at that, find at least one Tubi movie we can do. I feel like there's actually something coming out though that I'll look it up. Anyway, I feel like there's something coming. Oh, it's a movie. Fuck. There's a movie coming. I saw it. It was advertised. Havoc. That's the movie Havoc. Tom Hardy's in it. It's coming on Netflix. It looks like a pretty good action movie. I want to do that. Long-term Mobland, as I said, as a season. The Last of Us as a season. Dope Thief as a season. We're going to do. So we got some of those kind of things to review for you guys. Happy Easter and Resurrection Weekend. Everyone, depending on what you believe. If not, enjoy the eggs and the candy. If that's what you do too. Nothing wrong with that. And again, we will see you next weekend. I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching, people in the chat.
I enjoy the view very much. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You'll be like, oh shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
You want to go there?
Oh, shit. Stacey, do your thing.
Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just gonna end this broadcast and say bye.